Hey there, Anna McKinley here. And look, we're almost at Christmas 2020. I know many of you watching this video will probably go, thank goodness, finally this year's coming to an end. And it's interesting, actually. I've noticed after the year that we've just had that people seem to fall into two categories. The people who are looking back at 2020 going, man, that was a horrible year. Thank goodness it's just about over. Please let it be over. But then there also seems to be a small group of people that I've noticed who are actually looking back at 2020 and going, wow, yes, it was a year of uncertainty. It was a year of disruption. It was a year with many, many challenges. But 2020 was, some people are looking back going, that was my best year ever. It was a year of transformation, the best year that I've ever had. Wow, right? But if we think about it, yes, we've had many ups and downs. We've had COVID, we've had bushfires, we've had economic disruption, we've had social disruption, and I could go on and on. Many people have experienced disruption to their working lives, to their family lives, even loss. So how can a person look back and say, well, that was my best year ever? What I've noticed, it's all about the perspective that we take. You see, as humans, we're kind of wired to look to the negative. Psychologists call this negativity bias. And when we review our lives, it's very easy to get stuck reliving the bad stuff and focusing on the bad stuff. Does that serve us? No, because we get what we focus on. That's how our brains are wired. The more we focus on the negative, the more we carry that forward into our future. Is that what we want? Personally, it's not what I want. So another way of looking at it is reviewing the things that have happened, but taking a different perspective to it. Where was the opportunity in this? What have I learned about myself? How did I use my strengths in this situation, and what can I gain from that? What are the lessons that I can take forward? Because that really is the only value in these negative things we experience in life, or mistakes that we make, or failures that we experience, is to look at it, take the lesson, find what it teaches us about ourselves and our strengths and yes, even our weaknesses, so that we can take that knowledge and use it in a positive way going forward. So how does this apply to reviewing 2020? Obviously a lot of disruption, but it's been interesting to me how many people have looked at it and said, wow, yes, COVID has been a terrible thing, but I got to spend more quality time with my family than I have in any other year to date. My relationship with my children is transformed. Finally, my partner and I actually both got a chance to both work from home and work together as a family, something we've been talking about for years. That's one for me. And so on. And, a lot of people as well are looking back and going, yes, it was tough, but this year has forced me to adapt, forced me to learn new things, forced me to do things differently. And I've learned that I had strengths that I never knew I had. Some people are looking at this year and going, wow, 2020, tough though it's been, gives me hope for the future. Hope for our environment. Wasn't it miraculous just how quickly the environment around the world bounced back during March and April, when so much of our usual activity had been shut down and so many people were in a lockdown? Doesn't that give us hope for just the capacity our planet has to recover if we give it the chance? On the social side, wasn't it amazing during 2020 just how much community building has happened through social media and through the internet? Yes, we've had a lot of social disruption, absolutely. But on the other side of that, we've also had a huge amount of escalation even of positive community building and even collaboration internationally, which gives me hope for us as a species as well. So I want to leave you with this thought. As we come into Christmas, it's kind of natural for most people to look back over the year that's just been. We can look back and count all the stuff that's gone wrong, all the things that have been negative in our lives, or we can look back and yes, look at the things that have happened during the year, but from a perspective of, what have I gained from this? What has this taught me about myself, about my strengths, about who I am as a person, about our capacity to adapt? How has this helped me grow and transform, and how can I carry those lessons forward into 2021? It's your choice. You get to choose which perspective you take. I know which one I'll be taking. And look, I hope that this has served you. Please share your thoughts in the comments box below. I'd love to hear from you, and I'll see you in another video soon. Bye for now.